Hi. Yeah, I'm sort of nervous, a big crowd. Yeah. Yeah, so before I go any further into like my poetry and stuff, I'd like to give a shout out to my sister. She came out tonight. Yeah. Yeah, so thank you all for this is my second time standing on this stage. Okay, it's not technically this stage, but in front of people and giving my poetry. I usually write for myself and some classmates who understand poetry, so whatever. Yeah, it's glad to read it to people. Okay, yeah, so I have two poems for tonight. The first one is called Reverie. A reverie in the English dictionary means a daydream, right? Like when you sit down and just stare and then have a daydream, that's a reverie. Yeah? Okay, so here goes. Yeah, I'm a bit nervous, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, here goes nothing. Purely of no luck and grace, made of crystallized pain, I wonder not to wade into an abyss of what if. To pray for my soul to grow feathers, to sprout lyrical genesis, to dwell in a temporary place, whether neither dream nor wake can reach, a stronghold where I can be the sun, where I can bite the chocolate out of my sister's brown cheeks, where my lover's stare can lead to a multiversal eclipse, where my father's dream for me becomes reality, where my mother's yearning for success becomes solid, where I can finally, after long waiting, find nirvana, where the sky and clouds lay right below our tummy, blossom and all, where all seasons meet and die, where all birth takes up the face of death, my trial awaits. To be in this state means to lose all things. I cannot afford to be here. So as the heart of a weary old cat fades, my very being falls right back from wherever, in a wooden seat, staring at what I presume is my teacher's explanation of declining utility. And Richard's vocal as saliva spews as he yells to pull them out as he battles his own. Pray I find delight in this place. Pray I don't die in this terrain. Pray for me, reverie, to meet you halfway. Thank you. Yeah, okay, so this is my second poem. I wrote it this morning. And yeah, a lot was running through my mind, and it was oh, what should I tell poets, right? Like a whole bunch of poets. So I'm just gonna tell you what poetry is, right? I'm sorry this is offensive to anybody, but yeah, there is just one curse word. One, I promise. Yeah, yeah. It's called habitual spitting. Habitual spitting, yeah? To speak the truth among liars is paradoxical. So allow me to make a paradox. Poetry, by definition, is literary work in which expression of feelings and ideas is given intensely by the use of distinctive style and rhythm. To become a poet, one must intensely give into emotion. One must become an intense feeling, an idea, and if you're short of these, you become pretentious. Poeting is pretentious. I am still in my mid-teens. The effort of gaining an emotional background has led me to become a poet, has led me to poeting, to dig up here truths that weren't meant to ripe until my early 30s. A premature tomato that seems to, at this point, taste like liquid disgust. Poeting is running late for a meeting you didn't want to go to, and later throwing a fit, pretentious. Poeting is a summer fling, a newfound affection that leads you to sing, if the world was ending, God come over, pretentious. Poeting is an old rug, sitting on the doorstep, rotting yet carrying out purpose, pretentious. Poeting is bleeding from within, pretentious. Poeting is a lukewarm Christian, praying at the open gates of heaven as the other leg wallows in the shit of hell. Pretentious. Poeting is starving affection, looking to find a person that can make you feel happy, later to die at their hands, overambitious. Poeting is living, a reality that neither applauds you nor lays respect on your living. Poeting is creating a wellspring of hope and later crippling its seed. Poeting is me sitting at 8 a.m. composing a poem that neither author nor audience will understand, projecting what I presume is supposed to be a good poem. Poeting is creating immortality. As white old men in 80s created rules to writing, making boxes, to even poetry itself. Poetry is made of intense emotion. And for people such as myself that may experience this very rarely, poeting becomes a trap, becomes a clinging to this anger, to this pain, to this heartbreak, this trauma. Poeting becomes necessity. Poeting is healing, hoping that if paper won't tear through as I do, then poeting will become an ointment. Poeting is losing all interest in self to become a smoke to others. Poeting is a teenager, a category of immature maturity. Poetry is a pissed off feminist looking at the dawn of yet another era of patriarchal men. And poetry sometimes rhymes. So, poeting is habitual spitting. Thank you.